Here at home, arguments are now underway in the trial of a man accused of killing 4 members of a Muslim family in London, Ontario. Prosecutors laid out their case today, saying Nathaniel Veltman deliberately rammed his truck into the family out for an evening walk, and they allege it was an act of terrorism. The CBC's Chris Ensing with more.
Inside the transport van, 22-year-old Nathaniel Veltman on trial for first-degree murder, attempted murder, and terrorism. Prosecutors allege he deliberately set out to kill a Muslim family because of his beliefs rooted in white supremacy, laying out their case to the jury, saying the accused spent 3 months planning this attack, that he was inspired by white supremacist manifestos, and that on June 6, 2021, he went searching for Muslims to kill. That night in London, Ontario, the Afzal family, Muslims from Pakistan, went out for an evening walk. Prosecutors say the accused saw the clothes the Afzals were wearing, mounted the curb in the truck that he was driving, and deliberately hit them, killing 15-year-old Yumna Afzal, her parents Medea Salman and Salman Afzal, and grandmother Talat. A young boy survived. Family and friends of the Afzals in court today as the boy's uncle went on stand, telling the jury that he helped the Afzals come to Canada from Pakistan and that they were a peace-loving Muslim family he spoke with daily. According to the Crown's opening statement, Veltman told police that he wanted to go on a rampage, that he did not regret what he did, admitted it was terrorism, and that it was politically motivated. Prosecutors say evidence found by police after searching his house include documents where the accused writes that he is a white nationalist who wanted to inspire others.
A jury trial is like a play. Think of it as Shakespearean. There are going to be 3 acts here. There's the Crown. That's Act 1 is the Crown presents its case. Act 2 is the defense presents its case if it chooses to. And Act 3 is the charge to the jury and the verdict. So you just have to be patient.
Veltman pleaded not guilty to all charges. This trial is expected to last 8 weeks. Chris Ensing, CBC News, Windsor, Ontario.
Let's continue talk on this trial with Uthman Quick. He is the Director of Communications at the National Council of Canadian Muslims, and we reach him tonight in Windsor, Ontario. Uthman, first, thank you for joining us, and we'll just start with your feelings today as this trial started and you sat there watching.
Well, thanks, Dwight. It's good to be on. Today was really difficult, I have to say. The evidence that was presented of the alleged crime was very, very difficult to listen to. And my heart goes out to the family who, had to sit there and just absorb that and take it in. So I think a very, very traumatic but important first day in the trial.
Now, this trial marks the first time since Canada passed its anti-terrorism laws, and terrorism will be argued before a jury in a first-degree murder case. Could then this trial, Uthman, depending on the outcome, be a deterrence for future violence against Muslims in Canada?
Well, that's the hope. And we're encouraged that terrorism is finally being put on the table. As Muslims, we have faced Islamophobic violence a number of times throughout the past few years. And it is about time that is seen for what it is, which is terror. And as Muslims, we felt terror when those attacks happened. So we're very encouraged that is on the table beyond just the first-degree murder charges.
Now, your group, the National Council of Muslims, after this attack happened, released a list of recommendations to fight anti-Muslim hate. Has there been enough progress, in your opinion, by the government since bringing these recommendations out? Have you seen action?
Well, we have seen action, and we have to congratulate and thank the governments at various levels who have taken action. I can think of the special representative on combating Islamophobia, for example. There is the security infrastructure program, which gives mosques or places of worship in this country access to more funds in order to, to protect themselves. So it's very, very well needed.
Yep.
Exactly, security around places of worship. But we have to remember that in this case, the London family were attacked simply on the street. They weren't at a place of worship.
Just out for an evening walk.
Out for an evening walk, exactly. So I think that really says that more needs to be done by our government, by law enforcement, by the justice system to get to the root of the issue, which is hateful ideologies, which we know exist in Canada and need to be tackled head on.
We've talked about the recommendations. Some of them are being put into place. But Uthman, what else do you feel the community needs at this point?
Yeah, I think solidarity, really. I think the community needs to know that all of Canada is with us. The family, first and foremost, need to know that all of Canada is with them. It's absolutely tragic. It's unthinkable what happened. And it should be a cause for all Canadians to really reflect and to take this moment as an opportunity for some soul searching and to look to what you can do in your own sphere, in your own community, your own workplace, to make others, and in this case, Muslims, feel welcome and feel safe.
We appreciate your time tonight. I know it's been a difficult day sitting in on this trial, hearing the prosecution lay out in detail what happened to this family. I know how hard it is. I've covered a few of these cases, so we do appreciate you, Uthman, taking the time to still be with us tonight. Uthman Quick is the Director of Communications at the National Council of Canadian Muslims, and he attended the trial today. Appreciate your time today. We'll talk again.